guys, and welcome back to Story Time, where we're playing her story. And what an interesting story she has. Right now, we have no proof of anything, but all we have is conjecture. So, let's lay out my conjecture so far. By the way, the symbol you're showing here is the database checker. The green, I don't know what the yellow is. The green is how much we've looked at. The red is the total amount of database, I assume. So, what have we found out? We know nothing. I presume she has multiple personality disorders. I presume Eve killed her parents. I presume that Eve also killed Simon. Was it? Simon it was. But we don't know anything. We have to keep digging through this story, and man is it fascinating. This is actually the third session I've recorded tonight. All the episodes you've watched so far have been recorded in one night. And I usually don't record this much at once, but I can't stop playing this game. So, while I was sending some things to their appropriate folders during the downtime, I rewrote our list, and I wrote it in the order, I started with what we were going to search with first, and then I kind of put them in a reasonable order. So, as of right now, our list stands: STD, attic, mushroom, wedding, divorce, Diane, London, Gaslow, Portsmouth, Ouija, dream, drowned, plumber, Bible. These are our search phrases. So let's begin. One video.
Yeah. The parents decided there would be a wedding. And after the wedding, Hannah moved in with his parents. There was no way I could follow, so we were separated again. I stayed in the attic. It was hard. It's like I suddenly didn't exist. I would sneak out, but in case anyone recognized me, I started wearing a wig. Hannah and I would meet up in the park. I was trying to get pregnant. But I couldn't. I couldn't do it with anyone we knew, so it was sex with strangers. Drug guys I've met in clubs, parks, and alleyways. I was 17. It felt like I was being punished. And it was Hannah who had betrayed us. I had to stop when one of the guys gave me an STD.
What STD?
When we met up, it was disturbing. For the first time, my reflection, she didn't look like me. She was fatter, flushed. If anything, I was getting skinnier. I had hard to look sometimes. We talked about what to do. Was it time to become our own people? That seemed like the right thing to do, but neither of us wanted it.
How interesting.
We agreed that her and Simon would get their own place as soon as possible, and then I could move in. And that was the plan.
Huh. So that's STD. Now we can only see 5 videos, so let's see if this returns anything we don't already know. Holy crap. Literally, we've watched 20 videos that mention attic. They can only show us 5. And 4 of them are new. And looky here. Little Miss Scrubs is back. Now, if you remember, Scrubs is neither Hannah nor Eve. We've determined that. So she's a completely different person.
Could the hairs have come from somewhere else? Could they... We have a lot of dolls in the attic. There's a Rapunzel doll with long blonde hair. Could they have come from there?
Rapunzel. EL or AL? What did I say?
Could the hairs have come from somewhere else?
Also, we're going to add dolls.
We have a lot of dolls in the attic.
And hairs.
There's a Rapunzel doll with long blonde hair. Could they have come from there?
Okay. Rapunzel dolls and hair also added.
Yes. I inherited it from my parents, so it made sense to move back. Me and Simon. Felt like going back to old days before the pregnancy. Reminded me of being a girl, the dollhouse in the attic, old things. We didn't sleep in my parents' bedroom for a long time. We decorated it as soon as we moved in, but it was another year before we started sleeping there. Yes. I read a lot as a child and watched lots of TV. Then the doll's house we had, we still have in the attic. It's kind of a fairy castle. We used to play up there and make up our own stories.
So we're going to add dollhouse to dolls. She's very fixated on that when I mention the attic.
I'm not sure where the dollhouse came from.
See, there it is again. That's the third
Don't know
time
if
she's
it's
mentioned the
given to them
dollhouse.
or they inherited it. And they wouldn't have had the money to buy it. It was so huge. It must have been taken up to the attic in parts and then reassembled up there. It's a beautiful thing. Wallpaper to scale, little furniture, the lights work, mirrors, beds, big duvets and pillows. We spent hours and hours playing in it, invented all these characters and families who lived there.
Like Hannah
We got
and Eve.
paperwork from them all, passports, diaries, gave them all really elaborate stories. Once, a moth got trapped in there. We'd left a light on. It was making the most horrendous noise. We tried to kill it, but it was tough. We ended up crushing it under a copy of the Arabian Nights.
Interesting. So, we're gonna go hair. Nope, that's not at all what I wanted to type. Fat finger in that keyboard. I knew it. Does she have a guitar? What is... Okay. I'm thinking this is an insane asylum. This isn't a police thing.
What kind of hairs?
Fucking bitch. You give me nothing to work with. I just want to try to find more of her. I guess that's the object of the game, though, right?
Want to play something?
You have a guitar. No, I don't.
Not the world's greatest guitar. Okay. Probably needs tuning.
A traditional ballad? Let's hear this one then. Right up your street. So she's addressing the person behind the camera.
There were two sisters came walking by the sea. Oh, the wind and the eldest one pushed the other one in.
pushed. This is pretty much a confession.
Eldest envied her sister fair. Oh, the wind and the rain, with a pretty little face and her long blonde hair. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. So she pushed her in and held her down.
Yep.
Oh, the wind and the rain, watched her as she slowly drowned.
You guys know, I already had drowned as a word we're going to look up. And I believe we're gonna. It's way down on our list, but we're gonna look.
Out comes the captain's son. Oh, the wind and the rain. Father dear, here swims and swans. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain.
And for more of this interlude, we're definitely gonna add
And then it gets
song to us. And then it gets really weird. Oh, really? Is that where it gets weird? Okay, cool. Alright, so that was hair. Yeah, just that one. Past tense, just that one. Alright. That one's going off the list. Next is mushroom with one new video.
thing was wrong. The bags, I think they're from our kitchen, you could probably check. I'm going to the cellar. It's just a place we put things we don't need.
Cellar.
Dad used to grow mushrooms there. They were from our kitchen, you could probably check that. I'm going to the cellar. It's just a place we put things we don't need. Dad used to grow mushrooms there.
Oh, did he?
The bags were taped up. I think it was parcel tape up. I think it was ours.
Bags. What bags? Oh, wait.
Okay. I parked up in the street. It was busy, so I had to park down the end of the road. Walked up, knocked on the door, no answer. I took my keys out of my bag and unlocked the door. The main lock was unlocked. You can tell because the key doesn't turn when you try to turn it to the left. I walked in. Simon's coat wasn't on the peg. I couldn't see his shoes in the shoe rack. I shouted out. I walked straight into the kitchen because he usually sits in there to have a cup of tea and read his paper. He wasn't there. Touched the kettle. It was cold. I looked quickly in the living room, nothing. So I walked upstairs to the bedroom and he wasn't there. I didn't search for him because it was pretty clear he wasn't there. I had a shower. The phone rang whilst I was in the shower. I didn't answer it. I think it was Eric. Then I was just exhausted. So I lay down on bed and I fell asleep, though I didn't mean to. I woke up a couple of hours later and I was surprised to see no one in the bed next to me. And then I remembered where I was and what had happened. That's when Eric called again. This time I spoke to him. Then I called Doug and Eleanor.
Whoa, stop.
And then I decided to come and see you.
Doug and Eleanor.
Exhausted. So So I lay down on the bed and I fell asleep.
This is the first lead we got from her.
I woke up a couple of hours later and I was surprised to see no one in the bed next to me.
What I did.
And I remembered where I was and what had happened. That's when Eric called again. This time I spoke to him. Then I called Doug and Eleanor. And then I decided to come and see you.
Ella, was that Nor or
I woke up a
Nor
couple
or
of hours
Nor?
next to me. And then I remembered where I was and what
Her
had
accent
happened.
makes us hard.
That's when Eric called again. This time I spoke to him. Then I called Doug and Eleanor. And then I decided to come and see you.
Nor. Eleanor.
Eleanor?
No, ma'am, it is not. Okay, we're gonna finish this, but Doug and Eleanor are high up on our priority list
When will
now.
the police let me back in the house? They let me take a bag and clothes with me, but
Alright. Now you.
it was after dinner. I'd spoken to Sam's parents on the phone. I looked up for an early night and I suddenly had this thought. I think it was something his mum had said. She'd been speaking about old stuff, sad stuff, about when we lived there, about the baby. There's some boxes in the cellar, nursery stuff we never needed and I never had the heart to throw out. And I suddenly remembered that when I looked down there the week before, those boxes, that pile was in the wrong place.
So cellar's big too.
And cold all over. I went down there with a torch and went straight to the back, and that's when I saw the bin bags. Pulled them open, saw the body,
The bitch put him in trash bags.
screamed, and that's when I called the police.
Okay, so this one's like realized what I had done. And his throat was slit, but he was in trash bags. This is getting gruesome. We must be getting close here. Of course, I've got 3 diverging roads to check here.
I parked up on the street. It was busy, so I parked down at the end of the road.
This is a new shirt.
I walked up to the house, I knocked on the
I
door.
don't know who this
No
is.
answer. I took my keys out of my bag, unlocked the door. The main lock was unlocked. I could tell because the key wouldn't turn when I tried to turn it to the left.
Wait a
I
minute.
walked in. Simon's coat wasn't on the peg.
Wait a
I could
minute.
see his shoes on the shoe rack. I shouted out for him. I walked straight into the kitchen. He usually sits in there to have a cup of tea and read his paper. He wasn't there. I touched the kettle. It was cold.
Oh, bitch.
I looked quickly into the living room. Nothing. I walked upstairs to the bedroom. He wasn't there. I didn't search for him because it was pretty clear he wasn't there. Then I had a shower. Whilst I was in the shower, the phone rang. I think it was Eric, his boss.
His boss?
I didn't answer it. Then I came out and I was just exhausted. So I lay down on the bed and I fell asleep, but I didn't mean to. I woke up a couple of hours later and I
They
was
rehearsed
surprised to
this.
see no one in the bed next to me.
Well, I still
And
think
then
it's the same
remembered where
person.
I was and what had happened. That's when Eric called again. I spoke to him. Then I called Simon's parents.
So that's who Doug and
I decided
Eleanor
to come
are.
see you. That enough?
Like, to the fucking T, except she says Doug and Eleanor, and she says Simon's parents. So, that's who Doug and Eleanor are, right? Simon's parents. So that being said, the body was put in the cellar. Excuse me. And hello, Miss Scrubs. Back again.
Well, fine. Considering. I got back into the house today, and that was weird, knowing your people had been there through my things.
Yeah, well,
Like
you
having
killed your
burglary.
fucking husband.
And worse, obviously. I don't know. I haven't lived in the cellar yet. They sent a cleaner in. As good as new, he said. But they had to throw some stuff out. couldn't get the blood out. And I'm still waiting to hear from the coroner so we can get a date set for the funeral. It's going to be a cremation. So,
Oh, this is definitely Eve.
It happened very quickly. We hardly had to talk to each other. We agreed almost silently. The baby was what mattered. We'd help each other. We cleaned up. We bagged up the broken mirror, her clothes. They're gone. We took him down to the cellar.
The body.
We had an alibi, and we wanted the body to be found later. We wanted to have suspicion on us, so we could then disprove it, rather than have it linger. Better to keep the body in the house than risk being seen with it. The watch, that was my touch, to make sure the alibi stuck.
So Eve did the disposing of. You know, we've been doing single words. Let's try. I killed. Nope. Killed. Stabbed. God, we're so close. Eve killed. Nothing. Hannah killed. Nothing. Deer, not deer. Dead. Yeah, now we're getting somewhere.
They'd gone to bed feeling ill, thinking it was flu or something. The neighbour called me, I had to use my key to let them in. We found them dead in their bed. And they'd been there for days. No one had noticed. Just awful. It was so soon after my miscarriage. The worst year of my life. I'd been so happy to get married, and after that it was just like, fuck.
Yeah, I see you. A year after your miscarriage.
That's all that matters, really. The baby. Simon's dead, but the baby, that's how he will live on. Our baby.
Okay, Eve, what do you have to say?
You're reaching here. And I don't know why. No, I've never cheated on anyone. I've never taken anything from anyone. Simon is dead. But I have my baby to care for. Why are you trying to make me sad?
Baby. They say baby a
Why
lot.
are you so obsessed with sex and affairs? You cheated on your wife. Is this your thing? It was supposed to be a secret. Just because Simon is dead doesn't mean I have to give up all his secrets. It doesn't have anything to do with what happened to Simon. No one murdered my husband because he cheated his expenses for a romantic weekend in Oxford. Rehearsed? You ask me the same question, you'll get the same answer. Is that your evidence? Of course I thought about what happened then. It's all I've thought about. My husband is dead.
I don't know who that was. I feel like it's a little late for all of this. Oh, apparently. Oh, hey. What? No, no. That is... Oh, that's not what I wanted at all. It's okay, because it's all pretty much the same, except for the fact all that is gone now. Oh my god. Okay, we're gonna pick up where we left off. And I'll try to catch up with the rest, because I still have my old notes. The next thing on my list is baby. Unfortunately, we're going to hear some repeats.
We spent the wedding night in a hotel in Brighton. It would have been too much to do more. We were saving for the baby. It was wonderful to be in a hotel, away from home, just alone together. Since then, we've always tried to go away for our holiday. We couldn't afford our own place. Simon dropped out of school, went full-time with Glaziers. That was Eric's generosity. We moved in with his mum and dad. They had a spare room for us and the baby. The baby came. It was a nice change, time to myself, living there for those months, full of hope. I lost the baby. I had a miscarriage at 8 months. We carried on living at Simon's parents until, well, it was only a few months after. It was after dinner. I'd spoken to Simon's parents on the phone. I looked up for an early night and I suddenly had this thought. I think it was something his mum had said. She'd been speaking about old stuff.
Yeah, that we've seen. And then...
Yes. It was a shock to him. I mean, we never thought it was possible. I don't know what he... I mean, I hadn't decided whether to keep the baby. I wasn't really ready to talk to him about it.
All right. Well, that's it, baby. And I believe we're going to call it there. I'm going to try to recover as much as I can. I won't go any further. And from then on, I will see you guys next time on Her Story. See you guys later. Peace.